everybody, this is Johnny S with another R6 vlog. Afternoon vlog today. In today's topic we're gonna talk about something which is not a super positive, let's say, issue. There's been a statistical fact lately which has been noticed worldwide, and it relates to a dramatic increase in cancer incidents. This topic of discussion has been triggered by an interview that I saw online from a very well-known American YouTuber. She's not just a YouTuber, she's a health advisor. She's got many different roles, let's say, and she's got a channel that she discusses many different things and a lot of controversial issues. She goes by the name of Jillian Michaels, and in one of her videos, it's not a current video, I think it was done 3 months ago, about 3 months ago, she discussed the what the fuck is it going? Fucking people like that, man. People like that have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on. But anyway, she was discussing with some other people something which was in relation to cancer. There's two scientists, there's a female and a guy, that were talking about cancer incidents, why there's an increase lately. Not lately, there's been quite some time there's been an increase with cancer, and they were talking about it, why this increase is the case and so forth. And I'll advise everybody to go. I do not remember the title. Let me just open it up because I want to get away from most of the fucking retards. Doesn't know how to use the fucking indicator. Usual shit in Greece. Anyway, just to get our blood pumping, you know what I mean, before we even start the fucking our route. Anyway, there are fucking retards on the way to drive, but whatever. So Jillian Michaels, it's around the 3-month-old video that she had. I think it's called the dark reality of why there's a cancer epidemic and so forth. I do advise it. So this is going to be our today's topic, and we'll have a little bit of an introduction and chit chat. So it's been some time since I've done an English video. My channel, as can be seen, is a mixture between Greek and English. Whatever you say Greek title, it's a Greek video. Whenever you say an English title, it's an English video. So I do half and half. The channel has started with English, so whatever new topic exists, I will do it in English first. But I will try to, you know, whatever important issue there is, I will try to do it in Greek also. So it's been some time since I had a new video. I think the last English one was something about snowflakes, which again is one of the trends that I've seen. So a little bit of an introduction about me. My name is Johnny S. I've got a YouTube channel. 44 years old, living in Greece, Athens, and grew up in Australia. A big portion of my teenage years was in Australia, hence why we speak English, hence why I got a little bit of a strange accent. good to go fast today, but because I see a lot of fucking retards, I try to, you know, push through the stupidityness. Let's call it something like that. Push through the stupidityness. So yeah, we're on top of a Yamaha R6 2006 moto. I've got this bike for more than 14 years. It's my dream bike, I love it. Awesome piece of machine. And we've got a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. A little bit of an update, let's say, of who I am, what I'm doing and everything. Now, let's get a little bit to the topic. Not a big topic, it's a short topic. It's a little bit slippery and the weather is cold also. So we gotta take it more chilled out. Stupidity to its maximum. There's quite a bit of people here. What's going on? As I was saying, today's topic is not a big issue, and I might cut out some parts whenever we might go a little bit fast. I'll try to do that just to keep the videos a little bit more short in some cases where we do take a little bit more faster. The whole summary of the topic around cancer is that there's been an increase, quite a large, substantial, let's say, amount of cancer sort of thing is happening, which obviously is not good. It's a negative thing, and there's a discussion about why this is the case. It obviously has to do with a lifestyle, one of the big components. There's a lot of artificial things that we have introduced in our lives, which a long time ago was not the case. They used to, you know, people used to eat a lot more, let's say, healthy. There was less, you know, there's less sort of artificial things in our foods, and you know, from many different things. The pollution, the air we breathe, the food we eat, those are the main, so let's say, two things that were discussed, and I believe that is the case too, and I think it's a worldwide phenomenon. There is a more of a crazy sort of increase when it comes to countries such as America, United States, England, some bigger countries, let's say. And I think again the reason is because those countries have a bigger culture when it comes to sort of junk food. They have a bigger sort of, you know, most of the biggest fast food chains are in America, let's say, or American, whether that is McDonald's, you know, KFC, and a lot of people that eat and consume these products also affect the body. There's a lot of toxins, there's a lot of bad, let's say, bacteria. There's the good bacteria and there's the bad bacteria. I'm not pretending to be any type of an expert on the subject matter. I'm just addressing a little bit of the things that I saw on that video. Again, for much more greater details, I will redirect everybody to Jillian Michaels' channel and that specific interview which talks about cancer. It's around 3-month-old interview. There's a lot of details, and because those two are the scientists involved, they will state specifics that will give a much more greater insight as to how to avoid, why it's happening, and so forth. I will give my own version, and I think it is an important topic to mention. And I'll advise a couple of things that we can do as a summary, and then whoever wants to, you know, go into greater detail can go and watch Jillian Michaels' interview. So give me one moment, we'll go through the toll gates and we'll be right back. gesture, let's say, here is that there is a lot of unhealthy things that we are consuming, and our lifestyle is obviously directly proportional to our health. When you eat unhealthy, whether that is junk food, whether it's snacks or whatever, there's a lot of saturated fats and there's a lot of toxins in those foods, which short-term wise you might not notice any effects, but it seems as if, you know, there's been an increase in cancer sort of statistics and incidents which directly correlate with this. And like I said, I'm no expert, I don't have the doctorate, let's say, in these matters, but you know, which foods are, let's say, more toxic based. You know, in general you should try to have a balance between an alkaline diet and a more toxic diet, let's say, and neither one extremity is right or wrong. So there's been a couple of cases where I've seen people that they go overboard when it comes to having an overly alkaline diet, which is not a solution. The body needs to have a specific balance. There needs to be some toxic elements and there needs to be some alkaline elements. If you ask me what will be a good balance between the two, I will say, in order not to keep it too much complex, and like I said, additional information can be found. This is not the point of the video. This is just a very basic introduction. It's like a prelude to Jillian Michaels' interview. What I will say and try to keep in mind is the more natural, let me put it like that, the more natural the food source is, or the product that you're consuming, the more chances there are that it is of a healthier nature, the less, let's say, the less production related aspects have been involved, the more natural it is, and that should be your guiding thing. So what do I mean by that? Just to give an example, you'll be much better off getting fresh lemons from the shop, let's say, in contrast to getting a lemon juice on the bottle. Again, more natural, less production involved sort of components, you have a greater chance that it's more healthier, without that being the absolute rule, without meaning that there might be some total naturally sort of produced products that might also be healthy, but because you don't know which are which, I would suggest to keep that in your mind. Between buying some eggs that are from the supermarket or having some you know, natural, let's say, biological sort of eggs from a farm, you choose the farm. So whatever you can do to get as close as possible to less let's say manhandled, let's say, products you can get, the less a human has touched these things, let's say, the more natural they become, and you have a greater chance for them to be also healthier. So that's just a golden rule to keep in mind, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's no one sort of rule for everything. As long as you try to do it like that, I think you should be in the right place. And obviously, whenever we talk about junk food, it's obviously, you know, the more you can avoid those foods, the better it is. One of the main points in the interviews, which was very interesting to me, is that both the scientists kept on mentioning, and they referred to it again and again, was they were speaking about the gut, your stomach, and the antibiotics, the good antibiotics which exists in our stomachs, which help with breaking down of the foods, and how they make a much more healthier, let's say, you know, system one of the piece of advices. They kept on mentioning that a big portion of a person being healthy starts with their gut, with their stomach. And of course you can go and see your doctor as well. They did mention a couple of sort of tests that you can ask for your general practitioner, from your GP or from other doctors, you know what I mean, that they can perform in order for you to see where you're sitting. I would recommend it to everyone. If you have not done such a test lately, perhaps it's a good idea to do those tests and see where you're standing. And get a feel, you know, what's going on. That's pretty much it. I did not want to mention many more things. It's just, you know, sad to see that you know, people do not pay attention to these things, because it is very important, and it's very sad to see, you know, so many cancer patients lately. You know, people with family, with kids, whenever you hear these things, it's not good. It's not good at all. Try to take care of yourselves, everybody. I hope you have a great awesome day. Sorry for the wind, I do apologize. It's a little bit windy today. It's getting cold in Greece. We're in December, so, you know. I wish everybody to have a great awesome night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And make sure you educate yourself on such subject matters, as they are quite important, I would say. They're quite important. Okay, my friends, thank you everybody very much for your time, and we'll talk soon. Goodbye. Yeah, baby.